there friends, welcome back to Fit Life with Alicia. Today I have decided to change it up and do something totally different for this video. Last week I made a video called Taking Time for You, and I talked about a few things that I do that help me feel fulfilled and happy outside of my daily responsibilities that are just for me. And one of those things was going outside and spending time with our animals. We live on a little bit of a hobby farm. We have a few animals, and I showed some pictures. I added some pictures to that video of some of our animals. We have goats and alpacas and miniature horses and chickens and a few other things. And a couple of you guys out there showed some interest in seeing more of our little farm here, so I decided to do a farm tour. Now, I should give you a quick background on this place. We bought it about 5.5 years ago, and probably 10 years ago, Mike and I decided that we wanted to move out to the country. We were tired of feeling cramped in our neighborhood with neighbors all around us, right next to us and right behind us, and while we loved our neighbors, we were blessed with great neighbors, we were ready for some space to breathe. It took us about 5 years to get to a point where we were ready to move, and when we found this place, we totally fell in love. So we live on about 10 acres out in the country. We have next door neighbors, but they are about 5 to 10 acres away from us. And while we love our neighbors, we also love the space we have in between. It is peaceful and quiet out here. We have beautiful views, and we're able to have the animals that we want, and just, again, space to breathe and to do some of the things that maybe we couldn't do living in a neighborhood, like having horses and just having livestock in general. One important story to note before we get started on this farm tour is when we bought this place, we also inherited a hive of wild bees that we thought were just nesting, I'm not sure what the right word is for that, under the eaves of the house right by the master bedroom. And so the day before we closed on this place, we hired a bee guy to come in and remove and rehome these wild bees. And as he got to digging around in the house, or up under the eaves, he couldn't find where the hive was. He could see them coming and going, but they were much deeper in the house than we originally thought. It took him a couple of hours of digging around to realize that they weren't up in the eaves of the house, but they were underneath the house, right under the master bedroom. After that, craziness ensued. He had to come in the house, in the master bedroom, where we tore up the carpet, and he cut a huge hole in the subfloor, and he was able to get down underneath the house after that, and he found a huge, many years old beehive under there. It was astounding. There were so many bees. There was tons of honeycomb, like big things of honeycomb and honey everywhere. So after that, he was able to remove those bees, take them away, but we were left with a giant mess. Honey everywhere, the floor all cut up, the carpet pulled up, and our master bedroom was just completely tore up. It was such a mess. Luckily, Mike's brother runs and manages a disaster restoration service, so he brought in his guys the next day before we moved in and completely cleaned the place up. You would have never known that there was a crazy, huge beehive, bees flying everywhere, honey all over the place, giant hole in the floor. You would never know. They cleaned it up, he put our room back together, and I will forever be grateful that he was able to help us out with that. But it's a fun story to tell. We actually made a little video about that day, and you can see the guy standing like up to his chest in the floor, and he's holding up honeycomb, and it's a mess. And if I can find that video, maybe I'll post it here somewhere.
This is your floor. This is your hive down here.
So they build those in layers like that. That's crazy.
Here's the crazy thing. This is old comb. This isn't even the active part of the hive.
The new stuff is down there to the left.
I'm gonna throw this out the door.
Holy cow, that is crazy. This thing could be huge.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's huge. It's been there for a long time. Here we are, having pulled out about 90% of the hive. Just bees everywhere. Some stuff on the window. Comb down here. There's even a frame still left under there. I'm gonna leave a brood till I get back tomorrow, because this is a lot bigger of a hive than I had expected.
after that story, we decided to name the place Honeybee Acres, as you can see on my shirt. And we actually have a friend who about 3 years ago asked if he could summer his bees on our property. So it seems like bees are just meant to be on this property, and I feel like we gave it an appropriate name. So we have bees in the summertime here. We get paid in honey, which I'm not complaining about. I love fresh honey. You can't go wrong with fresh, homegrown honey right off your own property. So anyway, with that being said, let's get to the farm tour. So I have some treats to take out to the animals. Around here, nothing goes to waste. So when I have fruit and vegetables and other kinds of foods that we don't eat, we can take them out to the animals and take them a treat, and they love it. They feel really spoiled when we do this. Chickens love grapes, so that's what they got. They got some squishy grapes, and they're pretty excited about that, especially this time of year where there's not a lot of vegetation growing for them to pick at. They love it when we bring treats out to them, especially this time of year. Hi, Newt Newt. That little fluffy one over there is Tina. Hi, Newt Newt. I can bring you other treats. You already ate all the grapes. Next, we're gonna hit the goats. Go to the goat pen. The goats are gonna get some strawberry tops. They'll eat anything, but the chickens don't like the strawberries very much for some reason. So we'll share the strawberries with the goats. Hey guys. Hi Betty. This is Tumnus. Hey Tumnus. Come here. Oh no, you don't want that? Here. We've got some teenager goats right now. We had babies born back in, I think it was September. Here Betty. Here Betty. Here Betty. Here go baby. Betty. Yes, we know. We don't know what to do with those. Say hi, Petey. This is Petey, our male Surrey alpaca. He is so sweet. He has the sweetest personality. Just really calm and easygoing, inquisitive, very curious, but also quite shy. So it takes a little work before you can get him to warm up to you. Usually you have to bring him some grain and he'll eat out of your hand, which is fun. And then his friend over here, Felix. That is Felix. And he is our other male. And you know, they're mostly just pets. Then we've got Crazy over here. Hi, Crazy. She is our one of 2 resident barn kitties. They live in the barn. Okay, so that is just a quick kind of mini tour of Honeybee Acres. We have a lot of fun with the animals. Our kids really enjoy it. They take part in the chores and the upkeep of the animals every day, and it's a great learning experience for them, teaches them responsibility, and it's a great way to live life growing up, and we're grateful that we've been able to give our kids this experience, and it's a really fun way to live if you're up for the work and the upkeep, which is fairly significant, but it's really rewarding as well, and we have a lot of fun with it. If you like this video, please like and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day. We don't know why he does that. Hoping for a treat, I suppose. But he gets a little frustrated.